everybody, welcome to a special video. This is the first, I don't think I've ever done a commentary track, but it's the first time commentary track for a brand new show called Lilin. And yeah,
pew, 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 pew.
I'm just gonna add in some like air horn sound effects.
Can you add in like trumpet sound effects for, as soon as you say air horn?
I probably could. Hang on. I have something on my phone real quick. Here we go. There we go. I don't know if you heard that.
I didn't hear.
I didn't hear a thing.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay. But anyway, guys,
business.
welcome to a special behind-the-scenes commentary track for the first couple episodes of Lilin, everybody. And I am not alone on this. I have two co-stars, and I would very much like to introduce you to not introduce you because you're the audience. I can't introduce you, but I can introduce them to you. So why don't we do that? That would make a little bit more sense. So how about we go ladies first with the one and the only Lilin.
What up? My name is Maganda Marie, and I play Lilin.
And then we also have this other magnificent bastard over here. What's your name, sir?
Oh man, I've got so many of them now.
By the way, I'm sorry I called you bastard.
It's all good. I don't know that I'm technically that, but you know, it's a character thing. Okay, so I'm credited as MC Ballad, but I usually just use that for like official release stuff. So I guess I could go by my VTuber name. Thank you for tuning in. This is Maruyama Yuki, the most underground producer you know, and that's no lie. And today I'm joining Daggertail 100 and Maganda Marie in our project Lilin.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. That's a good VTuber intro. I'm the only one. I'm left out because both of you guys do the streaming and I don't do the streaming.
Oh, you stream too?
Yeah. Maru streams.
Yeah, I'm a VTuber in like a group and everything.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool!
By the way,
I
will put Maganda's and Maru's streams down below in the item description. Wow, I've been playing too much Elden Ring lately. Links down.
It's only been out for like 2 days.
I know, and I already put 15 hours into it because I'm nuts. But links to their streams will be down below in the comment. God, I can't talk. It's in the description. That's the word I was looking for.
Like,
I'm gonna follow you so hard.
Oh baby. And
Rocco,
what are you doing, baby?
What?
this is Big Head.
Oh, that was a pretty good Rocco. How dare you? And for those of you who aren't aware, my name is Daggertail 100 / Wolfden Stories. Back in the day, I made a little show called Help Me Dr. Hazama. I made Persona 4 Social Links at P5 Confidants, but now I'm making original shows. Case in point, Lilin. And I've known Maganda and Maru for 8 years now. I've been working with them for 8 years. But first and foremost, before we get started with our commentary track of all 3 episodes, and yes, I do mean all 3 so far. We'll get into that in a moment. Yeah, oh snap indeed. But first and foremost, I would like to thank both of you guys. A very sincere thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping out so much with these first 2 episodes. It's been such a, we just got started. It's been such a wild ride with this new original endeavor, and it just means so much to me that you guys are interested in that. You took, time out of your busy schedules to help me bring these characters and bring this story to life. So thank you guys so much. You have no idea how much it means to me. I'm starting to tear up a little bit, but anyway.
Jeez, dude.
Don't cry, we're live.
But I am raising.
Don't cry, you lose subscribers.
Well, I've already lost some subscribers when I uploaded the video, so. But I am raising a glass to both of you guys. You can't see it, but I have a very special drink. It is a sparkling extra berry lemonade from Trader Joe's, and it is indeed quite sparkly.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I've got a mellow yellow because I'm chill, but I'm also filled with anxiety. Not sponsored.
Special shout out to Trader Joe's for sponsoring this video. Wink, wink.
And I'm drinking water. Aquafina. I'm just kidding. It's just tap water.
It's like that. It's like
I was about to spit my soda as soon as you said that.
It's like that scene in Wayne's World where it's like, I won't bow to any sponsor, and then he just drinks a can of Pepsi.
Yup.
It's like people only do things so they can get paid, and that's really sad.
Man, it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
God, that actually hurts.
But alright, without further ado, what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch every episode from start to finish, back to back to back, and we're gonna give our thoughts about it. Now, for this first one, actually, Maru wasn't a part of it because this was made about a year ago. Actually, it was more than a year ago.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy because I found a really good character creation program, and apparently when you're in the character creator and you hit the screenshot button, it creates a transparent image of the 3D model into a sprite. If for anybody that doesn't know what the transparent image is, what that means, pretty much that means I can take the character sprite, put it against the background, and therefore I can make a visual novel or some type of diorama. So I said, this is the coolest shit ever. I can make any type of character I want. I can make original stuff now. This is the sickest. So I was messing around with a character, and I showed it to Maganda, and she's like, oh, that's pretty good, except there's just one problem with her outfit. I'm like, what's the problem with the outfit? She's like, you have stockings, right? Yeah. You have open-toed shoes. Yeah. You can't...
Socks with sandals?
Well, open-toed
You
shoes,
committed
like...
the ultimate faux pas.
I sure did. I'm like, I didn't think anything of it, and she's just like, you can't do that. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah.
You know that when there's socks and sandals involved, the body odor isn't far behind.
But
She's like not a dad. You can't do that.
Yeah, like my grandfather would have been able to get away with that, but that's because he's a grandfather. Like,
Your grandfather was wearing thigh-high socks?
But yeah, it was like ever since that day, nowadays when I make a character with like knee-high socks or just any type of sock, I'm like, closed-toe shoes or loafers. It's like every time.
So many other options.
Yeah, there's so many other options, but
Consider.
this is why you're the character designer, so I could show you something and then you're like, this doesn't work, change it. I'm like, okay. although you don't say it like that.
I was like, I'm pretty harsh about it.
I
I
didn't
won't
figure that
lie.
harsh. It's not like I show you. It's like me all bushy-tailed and bright-eyed, like, look what I made for you, and then you're like,
And then I slap you.
you slap it in my hands and slap me across the face, just going, you idiot.
This
You know,
will never
it's
go in the
weird.
refrigerator.
I tell you, if you get this character creator, it's like, especially with the mods, it's like the craziest thing you could ever do because the possibilities are endless.
Those mods, though.
Those mods, though, we're not gonna say what those mods entail, but those
Not here.
those
Not
mods.
here.
Hey, if anybody wants to subscribe to the non-existent Patreon to get access to those mods, hit me up.
I was gonna say the Lilin OnlyFans.
Yeah. Lilin would have an
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
She'd make a killing.
Oh. But,
Jokes.
but yeah, a year ago I made this character, and then Maganda was helping me fix it, and then I said, well, let's make a video about it. Would you like to voice it? And she graciously accepted. So this is actually Lilin's first appearance ever, and once you see how she looks like now compared to what she looks like back then, there's quite a couple differences.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. So without further ado, here is Lilin episode 0, also called when, I think it was I originally called it when your high school crush confesses to you.
Yep.
So, here we go. Why is it a black screen? There we go, that's better.
Oh, hi. I'm the new transfer student.
I'm sure you are.
Take care of me, senpai.
I can't stop looking
what
at
do you
him.
think of that test?
She looks...
That's tough, wasn't it?
It's...
I really hope I passed.
I'm so glad we talked about this.
Cross-country
Yep.
is my favorite.
Also,
It's a good
for
run.
eagle-eyed viewers, notice the emblem
On.
on her track jacket. It's
Oh
Yasogami
my God.
High School.
I just realized that.
Good night.
Nice.
I'm surprised no one picked up on it.
I got it for the
Ooh,
school trip
wait.
program.
Man, the investigation team's gonna have a time with her.
Hey, don't stare
Wait,
at
what?
me like that.
I love that little noise with the anger thing.
Oh, I love those sound
Something
effects.
I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Also eagle-eyed viewers, notice how this is my first time posing models because her fingers are going right through her arms. I didn't realize it until a couple of days ago when I first watched this, and I'm like,
Hey,
that's
you
wrong.
That-
over.
That
Hey, but
feel
that
when your
shows,
hands
like-
are cold?
Just suck them into my body to get them warm.
That feel when your hands are cold, so you put the fingers in the respective holes.
Oh God.
Hear this.
Oh, damn.
Oh no!
Violence has been happening.
Oh, did you hit your head on something? You gotta be more careful.
One thing I kind of missed about her old design was having that beauty mark underneath her eye.
Did I tell you to do that? Because I have a beauty mark kind of there.
Actually no, I did that. I did that just because I thought it looked cute, and then you're like, oh, you gave her a beauty mark, that's so cute. And then when we did the redesign, I completely forgot she had a beauty mark.
When I first watched this, I was like, this is... I thought it was going to be dark, but I was like, this took a really big turn.
It really did. This is like straight up Higurashi references like you wouldn't believe. That's my favorite horror story for anybody who doesn't know.
This don't even,
He's-
like, this is very far from, like, what we were doing
Yup.
for, like, the finished product.
Well, it's just great because comments in episode 1 where people are like, oh, I thought this was going to be a slice of life thing. It's like, oh, no, it's not.
Oh, it's going to be a slice of life.
Oh, yeah? It's just not the kind of slice of life you're thinking of.
It's gonna be a slice of someone's life.
Hey, there you go.
She had such a kind appearance to her back then.
She really did.
Everything
Her eyes are like rounded and...
Yeah, her eyes are like rounded. I mean, I much prefer her eyes nowadays. They're a lot more sharp, a lot more focused.
What's that called? Sumire eyes, or...
you said you
I'm not sure.
Like, I know it's like a... Like, because I'm sure we're all familiar with TV tropes. That's where I know the eye thing from. Like how the twins from Lucky Star have different kinds of eye.
Oh, yeah.
keep trying to get away from me.
I'm not sure.
It's no use. You know you won't.
Not in that way, though.
I'm right here.
Speak for yourself.
I kind of like... Dude, no. I kind of like living, and I don't want the soul, like, yanked out of my body.
I remember when I was first watching this, I was like, whoa, she's like standing on you. I was like, oh no, this is you like looking down at her. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like when I was just trying to, like, figure out how to properly pose them. And just try to give the, you know... Ugh.
The obvious aside, I don't think I'd be able to pull that last one. Like
I love
my
the blood
legs.
splatter.
It's super gross. We'll get to episode 2. There's some of the squishy sound effects I picked out were just absolutely disgusting, and that's why I love them so much.
There we go.
The start of an endless night's journey into darkness.
Does she only have 2 L's in her name? I think I'm spelling her name wrong. I keep putting 3 L's.
Sometimes when I write Lilin, I put in 2 L's by accident, and I'm like, oh wait, no, it's just 1 L. It's just that when it's Lily, then it's 2 L's.
Okay.
And this is with your old credit name.
Yep. I used to go by Krasa-chan too.
Is that a name you made up, or is that like a reference to something?
I made it up in high school for like one of the characters I used to draw all the time.
Oh, gotcha.
And it became like my gamer tag, and so I started using it for other things. Just because, you know, it's a username no one else has.
I've never seen it before. It's extremely unique.
People call me Maru specifically because I had this huge thing over this RPG called Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits.
Oh, I remember Arc the Lad.
Yeah, like there's this kid who has like a bow and arrow and a cross around his neck and like a crown around his neck, and his name's Maru, and I'm like, yo,
That's a cool
that's
name.
gonna be me forever.
So now here's episode 1. By the way, Resident Evil style disclaimer.
Oh my
Hey.
gosh, yeah.
I didn't realize it until after I made this. I'm like, that is totally classic Resident Evil disclaimer style.
Why does history class have to be such a pain? Kawamura has got it in for me.
I liked history
Nothing
class
I
back
do
in
is anything for him.
high school and college. I was damn good at it.
How am I supposed to
How many
know
times
he
did you
drones on and
accidentally
on
say
for hours
Kawakami
straight?
doing that line?
0, actually.
Because I don't want to race in front of me.
He
wrote
it, that's why.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So
I read this script like 10 times before I shipped it out, but I did have Kawakami in the back of my head, but I totally said Kawamura perfectly.
Yours are so organized. It's so much easier to understand when I read yours.
So I wanted to say too, like,
failing. If you read them and
because it's, you know, two different voices and no mouths are actually moving, it might be good to have like in future episodes to have like who's talking like name wise at the top left,
Yeah,
and
I
then
was
go
thinking about
away
that
when it's like the
too.
person's point of view.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Oh.
that too, because like I know, at least with these two talking, it's whenever it's an italics, it's always Genji, but yeah, it's a good point.
I told you she's real.
Oh
How many
yeah,
times do I gotta tell
definitely.
you until you
Like
get
put like a name tag on the top of the box.
That's not the point. I told you I'm dating
Slap
a
it like,
hot girl now.
hello, my name is.
My name is Genji. I'm a super great, grade A student. I'm an honor roll kid.
Screw you. When she comes with lunch,
Too smart for my own good.
Oh jeez, really?
Also
I'm
super
so
horny.
Sorry, Sho. Please forgive my
Smack him with like the
Bonk.
was it? Yeah, it's like no horny bonk.
you still looking at that stupid town?
Going to
like-
horny
It's like you
jail.
wrote him specifically for me.
Crack open the dictionary and expand your vocabulary.
My vocabulary is super good. I don't know why. I just love that line.
Why did you do that immediately when he said it?
Oh, because I just wanted to say that line again. It's just so good.
Oh my god, she looks really tall.
Showed up. We're starving over
Yeah,
here.
she's like
Sorry for the wait.
it's
You wouldn't believe
it's
all
that
the
succubus powers.
It's unreal.
She can grow at will.
Oh, yeah, you're real sorry. What'd you
Yeah, her eyes are definitely a lot more detailed and sharper.
They just have a lot more life and a lot more personality to them.
That way. Maybe
Yeah.
Also,
and-
I'm so glad all the colors got a little toned down.
Yeah, she was pretty bright in the other one.
What? You can't do that.
At least to me, it was all over the
I'm
place.
the one who paid for it. And
Like I said, this is why you're the character designer, so when I go off the rails, you could be like, that's nice, Dagger, but we need to come back over here now.
Oh, his eyes are so cute in this part. I love it.
I love messing with the eyes and the emojis for this.
she was telling me all
I
about it.
love chibi eyes like that, yeah.
Really weird, but
It's like those ones, and then when Lily's gushing about fighting games, I especially love that.
Say to me, Genji? Huh?
Mm.
I'll accept. I'm sorry I was such a jerk, and I promise to let you copy my homework whenever you want, Sho. My man, quit acting like a
I like the
princess,
way I
everyone.
said
I
chill.
just can't believe you're real. I thought Sho was making you up for 2 months.
he has been known to lie on occasion, so I understand.
Not you too. Come on.
That's the way.
Look at him, he's such a dork.
I mean,
He's such a lovable dork.
I'm Lily.
That was really sudden.
Yep.
I have got to figure out like a peppy jazz tune for this thing.
Yeah, I imagine like, going into future episodes, I like kind of a loungy, kind of acid jazz, kind of sensual sound to it.
What's
Jazz
the
singing.
line? What's the time?
2 L's.
What's
Yes, 2 L's.
It's official.
It's 2 L's. It means Lily 2 is happening. Lilin 2.
When we get to episode 7, it's just Lilin.
Episode 7, Lilin.
Did I get something on my face?
No, not at all. You look
Writing
amazing.
her so innocent and just so cute
You look
was
fine.
so much
Nothing
fun.
on your face at all.
Sound like such a pervert.
Well, I mean, Genji totally is. He's like a closeted pervert. He doesn't want to admit it.
No, Lily, he reads a lot of those dojins about the girls with the huge.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
kill
how you are in high school. You just don't want to admit to having like any feelings at all, and then you hit a certain age, and then you're like, yeah, I'm horny for that.
I mean, especially after you read a bunch of manga and anime, because like I know when I was a kid,
Straight up.
when I was a kid in the 90s, you're watching Toonami and then Tenchi Muyo pops on. Tenchi Muyo was like a gateway drug for a lot of kids to get into anime.
That's okay.
Yeah. My whole thing was if you've got like some kind of animal ear on, then immediately that, or if you're like purple.
You're such a jerk. Genji, Show's being mean. Can you beat him up for me?
I certainly can.
Please.
Come on, Lily, you're making
I
it
didn't
uncomfortable. Ease off a bit.
I guess I'll just have to beat you up myself then.
Go ahead and try. See what happens.
So,
It's like when I said that line, I tried to not make it very ominous. Like I tried to have it like he's not taking any crap from her, but at the same time I didn't want it to be like,
But I'm in class 4.
you know, just straight up jerk.
Like really
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah, I tried to keep
I
it
never
as
had
subtle
before,
as I
but
could.
I heard he's real tough.
Like you gotta plant the seed before you grow the what the fuck plant.
Yeah, oh, I certainly did that, because according to some of the comments, there's one guy, shout out to Douglas Stewart in the comments, who was like, in this
Hey.
episode, he left a comment on episode 1 where he was saying, like,
What's the big deal?
I saw
I'm
this
feeling
twist come
fast,
from a
too.
mile away. It's like,
What are the
yeah,
daily
because I also
show?
had the disclaimer, but also because, like, he's making me simp for this blue-haired
If you need help
fighting
with
game
studying,
fan.
I
But then in episode 2, he's like, what's he gonna
sure,
do
you're
to
nice to her, but
escalate
when I ask
things?
for help,
And
you
then at the
brush
very
it
end,
off.
he's like,
You
this
asked
mad
my
lad
help, you
woke
asked
up
to copy my
today,
homework. Big
uploaded
difference.
an original OG
pretty
visual
sure.
novel with a quote-unquote
But
H scene
seriously, Lily, you should ask Genji
with
to
2
help you out.
murders.
He saved me
I
from
will
failing
stop
math
questioning
last
your
year.
power now.
He's a good student.
Shout out to you, Douglas Stewart. That comment made my day.
Little kids.
That was amazing.
Wow. I could never.
Sick.
He takes good notes. He writes.
It was
articles,
honestly
he
really
learns, he
weird
has
to
a
be
whole
so
different study
nice
routine.
for these
He's
scenes.
very
Oh, really?
Because I know how she really feels. So internally when
Anyway,
you know,
point
it
is,
came to those
she's
parts where
asking
she's
to help
sowing the
you. Genji will
seeds,
take good care of you.
I'm just like
No, that's
the undertone of dark
I
like
appreciate the offer.
offering into the words.
No worries.
It worked really well because I was telling you when it gets to later on in this episode towards the ending scene with the phone call,
It's kind of personal.
you actually had me. I was believing. I'm like, oh, this poor girl. I want to help her. I want to do that. Then I'm like,
I
wait,
just want to talk to you in private.
Hold on.
wait.
That's just what you want me to do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
my boyfriend is such a jerk though.
Yeah.
I really get into roles.
That's such a meanie. He wouldn't eat my cake.
It was carrot, and I hate carrot.
We gotta write these down.
Just have like a freaking parody episode where it's like, that's the reason why everything happens. It's just because it wasn't the right type of cake.
Lilin Omake, hell yeah.
The cake is a lie, and also so is the seeds of murder.
I wanted red velvet, but Show got carrot. I hate carrot. I love carrot. Why is he like this?
What it's
Everything's not fair.
what a stupid asshole! I'm gonna freaking kill him.
I mean, makes sense. That's what murder should be for, right?
Oh, absolutely. A little murder never hurt anybody.
Well, it's just like, Genji, you gotta help me. Show puts this milk in after the cereal.
Oh no.
And then
He's a
Genji's like,
monster.
yeah, he does that.
Man, I was a crazy kid.
gave up
Speaking
on
of
him.
that, like my brother was a cereal fiend, so I wanted to be like my big bro. I wanted to eat some cereal too, but I hated milk. But I loved orange juice, so I tried to eat cereal with orange juice.
no!
And that was the worst decision I ever made in my whole life. I'm like, this tastes funny.
The pebbles are already fruity, Dagger.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what
That's so gross.
It's sure what. I don't even know what cereal it was. I don't think it was Fruity Pebbles. I think it was just like.
Really?
Maybe worse is like Cocoa Pebble.
Like checks. Oh no.
If it was Cocoa Pebbles, I probably would have just.
Really?
Ugh.
Sure.
I probably would have just blew
Yeah.
chunks.
I can sit next to you, right?
Go for it.
I was never really a cereal person.
It's like I didn't really eat too much cereal before school when I was a lad. I usually had like toast or waffles or something.
Egos.
Oh, Lego my egos.
You got to.
Man, I feel Lily's pain for this because I hated math. Also, by the way, she smells awesome.
Wait, what?
She smells so
Oh.
good.
There's a part of me it's like, I know you wrote her to smell nice and stuff, but I thought you maybe had a fragrance in mind.
I had one in mind, but I'm like, I don't know if a teenage boy of Genji's years would be able to
Would
differentiate
really-
scents. So I'm like, I can't really say anything. I just doubled down on the creep factor of him. Like, oh, she smells awesome.
Yeah.
What smell
He's
is
not
that?
a
Step at a time.
he's not a weirdo like me
Don't
who
forget
like
to share your work.
obsessed over the smell of his own
That helps you
shampoo.
focus on the process. Step by step, right?
Just a teenage boy going,
That
"You
sucks
smell
so
good."
much. They have to put
Hey,
Like-
hey, kids, when you're in high school and there's a pretty girl you like, she smells nice. Don't go up to her and do that because you're gonna get slapped.
Right into
Oh,
her
yeah.
hair.
Oh god. I can just imagine. You smell good. Smack.
so bad. Like, I can study all I want.
This,
but
yeah, some of these lines from her talking about like how she forgets everything. She looks at the test paper. That's me to a T.
That's happened to me.
Back when I was
Lilin
in school.
Punk.
It helps to keep
And you
calm.
used to like try to peek over other people to try and cheat, and then realize you can't read their handwriting.
Oh, people did that to me all the time because to this day I still write in like script cursive.
my head can only
So
process
some
many
people
numbers.
like one time in Spanish class,
The numbers, Genji! What do they mean?
nobody got that reference. I'm sad.
I'm so sorry.
That is a reference to Call of Duty Black Ops,
My gamer
where the
cannot.
main character Mason is in an
Okay.
interrogation room, and the interrogator is asking him
I
about a
do
number
like fighting
sequence.
things in FPS games.
Numbers. What do they mean?
I like
That's-
That's pretty much how the
So-
interrogation goes because Mason was brainwashed by the Russians, and he has like a number sequence in his head.
You know a lot of
So the
That's like
interrogator
constantly playing too
Yeah,
in the
ex-
background.
Oh, exactly. So he's just like, well, the numbers,
I mean-
Mason. What do they mean? That was
You gotta get your
that was a meme.
you gotta
for
get
a
your
while.
decoder ring.
Yup.
That was such a good game. Ooh,
Are you
ooh.
sure about
Black
Probably
Ops.
one of the last good.
Once I bust
Call of
out a
Duty
word,
games.
Black Ops was great. Black Ops 2 was good, and then like after Black Ops 2, everything just went downhill. Also, some people in the comments got this, the pretzel motion.
a pretzel motion?
That is a reference to Geese Howard's Raging Storm in Fatal Fury, as well as King of Fighters.
That
my
I did
God.
not know.
Together?
It is a sick move. It's a sick
You
super.
really gotta do the stick like a pretzel?
You do, because it's like,
Oh, he can-
diagonally
you
down
go
to
like
the
full
left.
infinity?
It's like diagonally down to the left, and then you do like a half circle back, I believe, and then it's another. People in the comments will. I can't remember offhand, but I know how to do it. But somebody in the comments will tell you what it is. But the pretzel motion
Lord.
is really tough. But if you can do it in a match, especially in a combo, that's like even if you lose the match, you still win in your heart because you did the pretzel.
I have to be somewhere.
Listen,
Okay,
what
no worries.
what
I'll
Arxis
see
taught
you
me
around, right?
is that
Maybe I'll do
every
this for
fighting
once
every
more.
2D fighting game has like
Really?
a back quarter circle and press 2 buttons and it does something cool.
You ever play BlazBlue? You know Hazuma's Astral Finish? That's the pretzel.
You're asking me this.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've known each other for quite a while.
Oh yeah. Then you know what the pretzel is.
I kind of get the pretzel, but like
It's just, it's
I'm more of
essentially
a
if you don't know Fatal Fury or King of Fighters, it's essentially Hazuma's Astral Finish in BlazBlue.
oh yeah.
But also
Sorry,
also
he got to the part with sniffing again.
Oh yeah. Freaking Genji, man. Why do you want my girlfriend's number? Oh, I don't know. I pissed her off and made her really uncomfortable. I'd like to apologize.
Wink.
Good going, Genji.
I
This is
just
why
have to wait until the
girls
day
don't
and
talk
catch
to
her.
you.
I'd also have to catch her when she wasn't with him, which would probably be next to impossible. Hope to God she'd do that.
Oh, she totally did, though. Maybe, maybe not.
Bad trumpet horn.
Yeah, it's sad. This song is called "Streetlight on a Dark Road," and the dark road is Genji's heart.
That is not what I would have pictured for this. I would have pictured some like 1950s military type thing.
For a classroom?
No, just like the trumpets, it just made me think like, okay, there's like some standing going
Oh,
on.
you think it's like taps or something?
Yeah.
It's a little bit like taps, but not so like taps that I recognize it immediately as taps.
I was thinking of like music you'd hear in those war movies, and I was like, that would not fit in a classroom right now, good sir.
Not in a classroom. This isn't a military academy.
Ooh, this arcade looks familiar. I might have been there.
You probably.
JK, they all
might
look the
have
same.
been
Man,
Literally,
I would love
all
to
of
go
them
to
look like
Akihabara.
this.
I would love to go to Akihabara. I'm so jealous you got to do that.
Multiple times.
God.
Maybe one day we can all go together.
That would be sick. I think it was around that time where I got like the Persona Figmas, and then you're like, yo, check out these Nintendo droids, and I'm like,
I have the whole collection of Persona 5.
I still have to finish my Figmas. Speaking of, because I remember you were getting the droids and I was getting the Figmas.
I keep getting closer and closer, but I can never get
The only full collection of anything that I have Figma related are the Vocaloid Funko Pops.
I heard there's some kind of
Aww.
I know, it's sick, but at the same time,
Nah, they just greased the thing.
they're all my babies.
Damn it!
It's so hard to collect all the Vocaloid stuff, because, like, Miku's part of that, yeah?
Oh yeah, Miku. Well, the Funko
And
Pop
there's-
one was like relatively easy because they're all like 20 apiece at this point.
So Funko doesn't do the millions of different types of Miku out there?
Unfortunately, there's only like 3 other Miku Funkos. Otherwise,
Aw.
then there's Luca and then the twins.
It'll pass though.
They're missing out on money, dude.
Yes, they are.
I don't even know what's with her, dude. Sometimes she's cute and funny. The next.
Oh,
she's
doing
all
this
sad,
section of
pretty,
show
and
was
what's
pretty good. Because I tried to be like because he's a peppy guy. I still tried to be optimistic,
Yeah,
but
I think she has a lot on her
I also
mind.
tried to
She
sound
wants
like really annoyed.
It's really bugging me.
Yeah.
She hasn't called me in the longest time just to chat.
I mean,
She
if
doesn't
your
text.
girlfriend's ignoring you and
Yeah,
stuff,
as often as
it
we
would
did
probably
before.
piss me off too. just
Oh
saying.
yeah, it's like,
I didn't think she was the
especially
type
you
to
know
be so
you
happy.
just I
We
also
each other when we first
I
met.
had to put in high maintenance just to
That's
make
okay.
people to be like, wow, that's kind of a
Maybe
rude thing to say
somebody
about
sad
your
or thinks
girlfriend.
it's bother her.
Yeah.
Some
To be
people are
honest, yeah.
technically high maintenance. I mean,
Yeah.
Spend some time together,
I
but
consider myself high maintenance.
that didn't work
Oh
out.
really?
She offered to
Oh,
help me
yeah,
with hers,
you know.
but
I mean, I've been in a couple of different relationships where they felt like I was ghosting them, but then it was like, no, I was just busy or I forgot.
I'm
Hey, look at
sorry,
this poor
Sean.
show. He's trying to be a good boy. He doesn't want to like have a girl alone in his house, and he doesn't want to go over there too. He's trying to respect the rules.
Oh, just have to give her a
Such
talk.
a good boy.
Set her straight.
You will be remembered.
You know, give a good
I will remember.
You press F in the chat to pay
I gotta
respects.
work before I get in trouble again. Themselves.
He had such cute hair.
He had a really nice hair because I was thinking of giving him black hair, but I'm like, I'm thinking blonde to make him look kind of punky, a little bit of a delinquent, even though he's not really a delinquent. He's just
He just wants to look cool.
yeah, he just wants to look cool, and he's like the sweetest guy, and he has a heart of gold. It's just sometimes he puts his foot in his mouth, and by sometimes it's a lot of the time. Just like when he's like, oh, my girlfriend's so high maintenance, I'm gonna give her a talking to and joke about smacking her. It's like, you don't do that.
You don't typically, no.
You don't
I
do
mean-
that.
I joke about smacking people all the time, but only to people I really care about. Like, don't
Oh,
do that to just
well,
random people.
Yeah, it's like, you know, they're just messing around. Like, even here, it's just, I try to make it sound like he'd actually do it, which should make Genji, like, oh, no. Teddy bear!
Oh, it's so cute.
It's so
Oh snap!
It's so cute. And he's a
It's the little
platypus.
homie.
It's a little homie.
Wait, no, it wasn't. This was shows.
He put in
The
the
work.
work and all the money, and I was just a freaking vulture.
It reminds me of a little snippet from one of the hot new games of last month, Needy Streamer Overdose, I think.
Oh, just have to give her a talking to.
Where like the character you're taking care of is like, you know, I spent all this money on this gacha or whatever, and then this kid looks so sad about not getting their gacha, and I gave my gacha prize to them, and I want to build a time machine so I can smack myself in the face because that was my money, damn it.
See, I do the thing where if I'm at a gacha and like me and another person get the same gacha and they obviously look sad that they didn't get the one they wanted, but I have it, I'll trade with them.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
okay with trading.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah,
absolutely.
trading is like at the very least you're still coming out of it with something.
But if it's a child, screw you, child. Get your money from your parents.
FTK.
You don't have a 9-to-5 job like I do. You don't pay taxes or have health insurance like I do.
Lily.
I don't have a 9 to 5
FTK
job.
all day, every day.
Sorry.
I voice act for a living now. My job never ends.
No, you're not. It's okay. I don't mind at all. How are you doing?
His room's actually pretty clean.
Yeah, it's not too
Did I
bad.
sound alright with that?
Yeah, you sound just fine.
Okay. I worry, especially in episode 2,
Yeah.
that like my delivery was a little flat.
You'll be okay though.
No, you
Just
sounded
stay
pretty
calm and
good.
focused like we talked about before.
Yay. I'm so happy.
I'm not disturbing you, am I?
No. it's
I'm
fine.
really proud
I
of
don't really have
the
any work to do tonight, and
of the phone
also
sound
I've been for a
effects
while,
whenever
so I got
Lily
a lot
talks. I'm like,
myself.
it sounds like
Just
it
about to
straight
get
up
to
came
dinner.
out of a phone. I'm so good.
Yeah, you
That's gotta be lonely.
Nah, I like it. It's nice being on your own for a change.
how did you end up doing that anyway?
I looked up a guide. Pretty much, you have to. I put it in Audacity, and then I threw it through a
Oh.
low pass filter, and then messed with some of the audio levels, so that way it gives that little bit of like
So,
a
Lily,
mechanical distortion to make it sound like she's actually talking through a phone.
Really
Yeah.
good.
And like, I was thinking of like, I have a splash
Huh?
page where you see
What's
Genji
that?
holding the phone to his ear, but I was thinking of having one of Lily, where it would be like Genji's imagining what she looks like and how she's
What's going
feeling, but
Ooh.
I liked
Okay.
just having the words
Whatever it
because
is,
you're
I
imagining
promise I won't
what she
tell
looks
anyone.
like as she speaks.
Uh,
That way it's a lot more effective.
It's about show.
Yeah.
Show?
You imagine like where the character on the other side of the line is, and like I'm just imagining like, oh, she's like in a dark bathroom or something.
Yeah, it's like
What?
she could be sitting on her bed, she could be in the bathroom, she could be doing just something,
guys
and it's
fighting or
always
something?
like our
I really don't
imaginations
think
when
I
it
should get involved.
that is the
This
scariest.
isn't about some stupid fight.
Mm-hmm.
This is the part I told you about how like it got really serious, so it's really nice that it's just the words you can absorb it.
Oh, exactly. It hits you
Mhm.
twice as hard, especially like when you're really beside yourself in this moment. It's like I really believe this was happening to you when I was listening to this.
It's, it's a sad reality when this is, when I was doing these lines, I was like, this has happened probably to some, maybe a lot of people, so
Oh, exactly.
I don't want to do it wrong.
It sounded really visceral and really real. That's why when I was writing this, I'm like, I think I was talking to you. I'm like, did I go too far? Do I need to like cut something?
Like that.
Yeah, I was like, you went far enough. You didn't cross like a super line. You didn't. I think the farthest you went is probably that part where it's like he calls me a whore, like saying dropping the W.
Yup.
But that's pretty much as far as you really went. You didn't drop any
Is that what you want?
hard words.
No, I wanted to like
Lily,
imply.
calm down for a second.
But
Yeah.
Don't tell
I
me
love
to
this.
calm
Besides-
down. How dare you say that to me? I thought I could trust you.
That really
Thought
broke
you'd
my
be
heart.
The one who'd listen to me. Nobody else listens to me. I'm all alone. I guess I was wrong to call you. Goodbye.
Lily, hang
That
on.
really broke
Hang
my
on,
heart.
okay? I'm not saying that I
I'm
don't
sorry,
believe
I
you.
didn't
I'm
mean to
just
break your
shocked
heart.
at you. I've known Show my whole life.
That's okay. I taped it back together with duct tape.
That he'd do something so
Duct tape solves everything.
And then I ripped that duct tape off.
Pretty much. The second the end of episode 2 happens, it's like the heart. It was okay. The duct tape is working, and then all of a sudden, everything just falls to shit.
Your heart just like the it breaks apart and then it like rotates down, so it's like
Pretty much.
and falls off
And then you just stomp on like the remains of it.
I will.
with my high-heeled shoes.
Exactly. Yeah, when your voice cracked for that was really good.
Oh, hey, I made it back just in time.
I'll let you know too, like whenever my voice cracks when I'm doing emotional stuff, like I never know when it's gonna crack. It just cracks randomly.
That's perfect because that's very realistic.
I can't do that.
It is
You know,
realistic because it is real.
It's really realistic, guys.
If he's doing all these things to you, someone has to do something about it. We gotta tell someone.
I think I actually cried a little bit while I was doing it, just so that way I could get the feeling down.
It really did sound like you were actually crying.
Oh, I did.
know-
There was a few lines I had to cut and not send you because I like when I cry, my nose gets sniffly. So there's like I'm in the middle of doing something like I can't do that. Then show it really.
Wow.
Ooh, that sounded really boogery. I shouldn't send that.
Yes. I mean, I would have taken it if it was like you were sniffling before or after when she said
Yeah.
that. That would have been good, but yeah, no, I hear you. You can't, yeah, you didn't want it to be sniffling mid-sentence.
I wanted to say about Genji's model, right? Like I imagined, like a part of me imagined that like that was like
I do.
the beta, the beta of show.
Oh, because the hair looked kind of
I
similar?
don't know how, but
It looked kind of similar. It looked a little slick back, and like the whole time I'm thinking like, I'm a shadow.
No, it wasn't the beta, it was just the way that the lighting hit it just right.
Oh,
Because I was trying to have the lighting, because where Genji's sitting, to his right, there's like a window. So I was trying to make it look
Yeah,
like the moonlight was bleeding through the window and hitting him on his right side and then a little bit towards the back. So that's why it kind of
Romantic.
looked kind of slick.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, just above where that curtain is, that's where the window is.
I've got a smart water that I've dumped a bit of Crystal Light and Mio into, but if anyone asks, I'm sipping that lean.
There you go.
Oh, just have to give her a talking to and set her straight. You know, give a good.
I actually can't do that. I'm allergic to codeine.
Ooh.
That deep, creepy noise.
Oh, I love the creepy noises. It's like horror sounds and music is, I just love it. It's just so unnerving. Like, you ever hear Dead Space's soundtrack?
Mm-hmm.
It's just pure
I'm a
ambience
fear.
and noises. Oh, I love Dead Space's soundtrack. It's also one of my favorite games ever, Dead Space.
Like, I recently just finished playing Amori, which, you know, starts off almost as like a really happy-go-lucky kind of game. But the
it's
moment
not.
the music changes,
Yo.
the moment I hear like a heartbeat, my heart drops and I'm like,
No, please.
Also, these photos, like, I didn't just make these for the heck of it for this ending. These are actually like test shots, because I wanted to
Oh.
see how Lily would look with props in her hands, how her face would look for certain things. So these were like test shots, but I liked them so much that I'm like, you know, I want people to see them. So let me
you
throw
look
them in.
super
at the very
focused.
end. It's pretty nice. I like it.
Dude, this shot is like straight out of like, what is it, Yandere Simulator or something?
Oh,
Yandere
yeah,
Simulator, yeah.
yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking with the cherry blossoms and everything.
When it's in, I have to send the original photo to you guys. It's really pretty when it's not in black and white, with the fuzzies. It's pretty nice.
Promise, it's
Yeah.
not creepy.
Certainly not.
It's really beautiful when it doesn't turn to a drama about abuse.
But who really is the abuser?
We will find out in episode 2, coming soon, which is happening in the next 2 seconds. Also, I paused it just for a second because I just want to say that originally I wrote these 2 episodes as one full episode. So this whole script is 64 pages in length. And I'm like, I wanted to get the first episode out for Valentine's Day. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got time. So I went to New York City for the day, and then I came back and I sat down and I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to get all of this done. So that's why I was like, oh my god, what do I do?
Well, don't
Yeah.
forget, it was actually longer before too, and we edited a little bit.
Yeah, it sure was. So then Maganda said, we need to split that. So I'm like, I got you, girl. So I split it. And then Mario wasn't originally going to be able to give me all of Genji's stuff. And I'm like, ah, damn it. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm splitting it. can you get up to the phone conversation done by, like, maybe Saturday, Sunday? And then he's like, say no more, I got you. And then
And
he
then,
did it.
like, the day of, I was like, okay, I need to burn through this, like, now.
And there was
'Cause,
like,
like-
and it was great. I mean, there was only like one missing line, which I do all the time. But that wasn't even a
Yeah.
big deal. It was just like, yo, I need this one line. You're like, I got you. So within like 5 minutes, I got it.
Yeah. See, like, with work being more than it had ever been at the time, and with a whole bunch of different important stuff happening in the radius of that week, I couldn't get everything down, which was amazing for me because, oh hey, Dagger's actually reducing the amount of stuff I need to do at first. Let's go.
So yeah, so it worked out beautifully. So by the time episode 1 came out, I was already piecing together. You know, I mean, I had everything game footage, but the way I make these videos is like, I'll make an individual novel engine, and then I record it with Shadow Play, and then I throw it into my editor, and then I throw in all the audio together, and that's how I make it. But I had everything recorded in pretty much one go, and I have the novel in one file. So then I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to split this into 2 episodes. So once episode 1 was finished, I was already working on episode 2, and I was piecing Maganda's lines. And then you gave me everything, I think Friday or Saturday. And then I pieced it together within like a day. And then I'm like, alright, we're good for a Monday, Tuesday release. But I was inspired because I'm like, I'm getting this out. It's going to be awesome.
Holidays do that, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Flashback.
Flashback. I love the way you said, don't lie to me, this is serious. Like, that really creeped me out.
I do. I do believe you.
Please. Help me get
Don't worry about the way I said that.
I'll help.
Oh, you said it just
I
fine.
don't know how, but I
Yeah, you sound like you wanted to believe me, sucker. Oh my gosh. One day we should actually do like some sort of intro with for this show. One day. One day.
I mean, I do have like you mean like an opening theme?
Yeah, I guess so.
I do
Yeah.
have an ending song planned, but I was just trying to find like a good opening theme.
Which is what I'm trying to figure out in my head.
Ooh, I do love the contrast though, because I just remembered it was in color and it was happy for the first episode, and now it's like dark and creepy.
Yup.
That is really cool.
I learned, like, when it comes to running horror, I learned everything I know from things such as Higurashi, because like everything is all bright and happy. You think everything is going to be great with these cute girls and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, hey, did you hear about that murder where the guy lost his head? That's horrible, right? What? And then it's just that one moment that fills you with
creepy.
paranoia and ruins everything. I love horror like that, where it's just like real life too, because good things happen and it just takes one bad moment to turn your entire world upside down.
Oh yeah. Ooh, so like one of my friends who's in Japan right now. So whenever we go there for work, we get given an apartment or something. She's in her apartment, ready to go to bed, and suddenly the lights, which are all off, one lamp in particular is just flickering like crazy.
Oh no.
Her place is haunted. And I'm like, if I was in that place, because when I was living there, I was perfectly happy. I loved my apartment. If I was sitting there and something like that started to happen, I would crap myself.
I would too.
I would hate my apartment all of a sudden.
Get me out of here.
It just takes one thing,
It
and I
does.
do not feel safe anymore.
I feel like stuff
I
like
don't
that
feel
has
safe
actually
right
happened
now.
to me.
I don't feel safe right now looking at this because I'm not old enough.
Wait, what?
Dagger, I'm 100% sure you're older than me.
I sure am.
You know, there should be a parody image of that where she's like drooling on herself.
too much fighting games.
Yeah. Some Dorito dust on her fingers.
Oh
Like,
god. I just did a freaking 720 to get this sick grapple super finisher at Garo Mark of the Wolves. Now I got
Oh no,
now I gotta
Deadpool's
sleep
beating me with his health bar.
Oh, yeah, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah, listen very closely to this next thing that Genji's narrating here. See if you can hear it.
She smelled so good. I loved the way her delicate hands held her pencil.
Yeah, but you hear that audio
How she
effect in the
crossed her
background.
legs. How
Oh God,
She worked on
I hate it.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Amazing.
I just heard it. Oh, it made me
Here,
this pimple. I
Mara,
don't think I heard that the first time I watched
Here,
it.
Mara, listen to that.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
I love that. It's subtle. Like, he's starting to lose his mind.
I don't think I remember hearing that when I first watched it. Whoa.
Are you okay?
Okay, that scared me for a little bit. I was like,
Yes.
I don't remember that panting.
Yeah, he was just doing that to be an ass.
I just have great comedic, horrific timing.
He's just so it's like her perfume is just giving him the vapors that he's just heavy. He's just like
Why
mouth
did I
breathing.
kill the mood? Let's not talk about things like that, okay? Let's get cracking on these problems.
Oh, you know they make those things out of pheromones.
Oh, jeez.
I thought they made it out of like whale goo.
Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
There's like a whole Futurama episode about that.
Oh, I would doubt it. Now has it?
Her skin
Her
was
skin
so
was
soft.
so soft against mine.
You and I both got that.
Man, if a girl just took my pencil out of my hand and like had it up to her mouth like that, I would probably be freaked out like he is.
It
Oh,
almost
no.
looks like it's like in her mouth. Like
It's actually
Jesus.
really close. Like right here, it's the same shot.
okay.
It's just a different angle.
Wait.
So it's like very.
Yuri
got
from
it.
Doki Doki Literature
There we
Club
go.
could never.
Monsters. That pencil doesn't have an eraser.
No, it's
Wow.
There's still some pencils that don't have erasers.
I guess I do hate the
Hey,
pink
Genji,
erasers. They're
can
terrible.
you
I like the
try
white
that?
ones.
Did I do it right?
Oh yeah, the white erasers.
Oh no.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh. Nicely.
Oh God, no. Oh jeez, please no.
Why was I fantasizing about her like that? It was horrible, especially after what she said she was going through.
It's like
Horrible.
She was
huh?
Show's girlfriend. I had no right to make a move on her.
Well, it's because like he's starting to have like these he's having these really gross perverted dreams, and I'm like, this is realistic because a lustful kind of guy, like closet pervert like Genji, would just be like having
Yeah,
these bizarre
undressing
thoughts.
her.
Yeah.
Okay, the evil voice. I kind of wish like the words like jiggled a little,
Genji?
like, and then like solidified.
Yeah,
no.
I felt like
Oh, yeah,
I
like a
felt like
mirage.
I felt like
Yeah.
I should have done
Sure,
that.
you're okay.
I
So like, have
I'm good.
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I kind of
So weird.
rectified that towards another scene with Show where I had like the red and black together.
Okay, so this part in particular, like all the evil stuff, I kept thinking super hard about this game I played when I was younger for the DS called Lux Pain.
Oh, that's
And like I haven't seen anyone else play it, so but like the first thing that happens in that game is you find this area that someone like was torturing animals, and so you can feel the emotions of things in the past.
It's not much.
So
but
when
I
you
was
feel the
arcade
emotion of all the
yesterday and I
animals, words take up your whole screen, and it's like they're screaming with their words saying it hurts.
Oh,
And
no.
it was like soul shivering to me. And I was like,
This was a DS game?
this was a DS game. But like
I need
when these
to-
words
I
are
need
coming up on
to-
the screen, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'm good.
I need to
Sorry.
play this legally. Now! Like,
So good.
I especially love this shot that I did.
Hey, Lily.
Her eyes look
I
so
was texting you
soulless.
before. Did you see my messages?
I
Oh,
number
love,
2 pencil only, please. Number
I guess
2
I put my
pencil
phone on
only.
vibrate.
I love the way I made her face because like I added a shadow to her like her
Stop doing that.
brow area, and then I'm like I messed with her eyes because I wanted to have that
I'm sorry, Shell.
really dark soulless depression.
apologize,
And
Amelia.
once I set up that shot to do that, I
Hey,
said,
Genji, would you
"Oh
excuse us for a
no,
while?
this is so
What
depressing," and
for?
I love
What are
it.
you gonna do?
I sound like such a
just wanna
psycho
talk to Lily
saying
about
that.
it,
Is everything okay?
You're the one doing it to her.
I know.
Hey, Dark Entertainment's the name of the game.
Well, when you're an author, or a writer that writes super effed up, horrific stuff,
What did I say about apologizing?
you come up with some really
let's go.
interesting ways to make someone's life living hell. It's like this one thing I learned when you're writing. It's like you could be like the worst person in the world doing all these horrible things to people, but at the same time, it's
Joe?
like while I
really,
like writing
really need
scary
help
stuff,
with
I also like adding
She's got more tests
things of
coming up.
happiness, like things
What?
are gonna get better,
Are you
because
tutoring
things in
her or
life do
something?
get better,
Yeah, I am.
unless you're
Is that okay with you?
in this story's world. For now,
What's
anyway.
up with you? Oh, I'm such a jerk. You guys were studying and I came in.
You know, if you painted his hair blue, he'd look like Sonic.
Yeah, we're studying.
He does kind of look like he has
Hey,
Sonic hair.
That's cool.
He's kind of like it. He's not.
I'm really glad.
He's
you
kind of
took
like
my
a
advice
Sonic and
asked
Tails
to date
Gajinka
yourself.
if they
He's
fused.
great at math, isn't he?
Gotta go fast. Which is where he's gonna go because he realizes he's not wanted in the library, even though he's
Oh.
Gonna die
banned.
fast.
Oh,
God.
He's gotta go fast.
It's like
Later when you
it's
die,
like I
right?
just love how,
You
you know,
know
he's
he's
banned from the
hanging out.
library and that the stupid like clerks are even paying attention to him, so he sneaks in.
I mean, there's no clerks there, so.
Well, yeah, because it's like I wrote that, yeah, because they're not paying attention, and he slips right in just to make Genji even scared, like even more scared.
Oh yeah.
I feel so bad for him. He's such a sweet boy.
He's a
I'll
good
walk you
guy.
home.
No!
He's such a he's so nice.
He's just a good guy. He could be a jerk, but he's a deep down, he's a good boy.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Show.
Okay, I thought we were being sarcastic about Genji.
Oh, Genji started off as an okay guy, but you know,
Horny bok.
the more time he hangs around Lily, it's just he starts to degrade. I just really like writing
I just...
that degradation because he starts off okay and then he gets
Not
worse.
a good idea. Let me do
Kind of
something.
reminds
It's
me of what's his name? Oh, sorry. Reminds me of Makoto from School Days, where he's just kind of like an alright kind of guy, and then once he gets a taste of something, and then he's addicted to it, and he just becomes a complete piece of crap.
I feel like she's like really good at the whole degradation thing on people's minds by now. I don't know how long she's been doing it, but
Oh,
she's a pro.
that will be revealed.
Got it going on.
That will be revealed in episode 4. But yeah, she's a pro at it because like that's her end game. She loves taking somebody that's wholesome, that's good, and she just brings them down to her level.
Nice. There we go. Title of the episode. Let's go.
It's like that scene in Family Guy where Pierre's like, he said it.
Uh-huh.
That thing with those audio effects to create that spooky astral voice was a lot of fun to do. It's like I took lots of inspiration from Persona, especially when I made the shadow voices for the shadow Persona characters. But doing that even more so,
Sounds like that.
yeah, doing that even more so with the reverb and the pitch change definitely helped. Cause like I wanted it to, it's like yeah, it's obviously Lily talking, like she's in his mind, but it's also because I tried to not make it sound like her voice, if that makes sense. Like I wanted to have it a lot more darker. It's like a lot more demonic than her sweet, demure kind of voice.
I purposely lowered my voice for that because I didn't know what you were gonna do.
I just lowered it by like one semitone, and then I just added a bunch of filters to it, and it came out perfect.
Okay.
Double patty with bacon. Priorities.
Man, I love double patties and
It's been
bacon.
too long.
I want bacon so
Ease
bad
up
right
a
now.
little. Scarf any more of those down, and you're not going to be able to run the bases. You're slow enough as it is.
I'm getting
just
better,
called you
though.
fat.
I thought I was doing a good job today.
I have to admit,
You know what?
you're
I
looking
hate
good.
the fact that I
don't think I've ever
didn't
seen
do
you
this
get
like
so many
pretending like my
big
mouth
steaks.
was full.
That whole
I was
body
expecting
towards
you
the
to do
camera.
that, but I'm like,
Perfection.
it could be argued that he
Even I
just
have
took
my
a big
moments.
mouthful and he swallowed it, and he's just like, yeah, it's good. So
same
it could have gone either way.
I'll do my best.
Does anyone else have the issue where when waiters come to your table, they always come right when you have like a full mouth of food?
That just happened to me at that happened to me at crap, where did I go? At Cheesecake Factory the other day.
With its own share of problems.
Mhm.
It's like they have a
Who's that
magic
careful?
sense.
They do it
Girls
on
are weird.
purpose just to
Why is
be
that?
annoying.
You and Lily have
You
problems,
can't
man?
complain if your mouth is full.
Oh, exactly.
I don't know. I'm always like, hey, do you need anything? Do you
She's still not
drink
talking to
or
me, and she
whatever?
doesn't wanna go
Yeah.
anywhere.
But yeah, that's probably something where it's like,
That's just it.
I think that might have happened once or
She
twice
won't
to me
say
before.
anything to me.
You'd be the best
Yeah, no, if I
server.
did
Like,
something,
hey,
she
you guys
would
like
tell me.
need anything or drink or whatever?
Oh, believe me, this is my
Feelings at all?
server's voice.
Girls are a lot more
That was
sensitive than we
good.
are.
The whole black and red text.
I love doing
Oh,
that because I didn't
yeah.
want to just add white. I wanted to spice it up a little bit, and I really love the effect that I did on this.
We might have to find some really fun fonts for stuff like this.
Yeah.
You know what he did.
I think that's my favorite out of the spooky voice lines.
Chills.
I hope they're the good chills.
That's it. Is there anything else you can think of?
He looks
No,
so innocent.
not really.
Really?
And Gen's
And his
just trying to
arms are
get it
behind
out
his
of him, but he's... Oh.
When you guys
You
were
sure?
speaking yesterday, did she say anything about me?
Ooh.
Did she
I
talk
really
about
tried to
you?
be an asshole for this.
If she said anything to you, you gotta let me know.
He'll hurt her.
She didn't
You
say
know-
anything to me at all. We just studied. We didn't talk much about anything else.
You sure about that?
I am.
Okay then.
Ooh, so
You
dark.
guys did talk about me.
He's glaring at him between his glasses
I'll
like,
find out.
I am.
I'll
Yep.
ask Lilin the next time I see her.
Oh.
I always get what I want out of her.
I felt like such a...
That's so gross.
I felt like such an ass saying that.
Ugh, so good.
There we go.
Hurt him.
That is so good.
End him. End him. End him.
You took all of the lines, like the different ways I said it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Oh, dude, you're not even done yet.
There was,
Well,
yeah, you
that
did
thing
like
down,
2 or
let's
3
get
takes,
going.
so then I'm
It's
like,
starting to get dark.
this would be perfect if I
Hey,
just
know.
threw them all
There's a
together
really
at
good
once.
shortcut through town.
And it worked so well, I
It'll
loved
get us
it.
back in record time.
Oh,
And then right here, the second the screen changed to that sounded perfect, that's when there's a song that plays at the same time that this other song is playing. It starts off so low, and then when it gets to the climactic moment, then it gets really loud, and I love this
Here
part.
we go.
I love this part.
Here we go.
great.
Part of the city was ruled by gangsters, drug rings, and small-time thugs.
It didn't matter. Well, because when you go through a shady part of town, you immediately
Yeah,
think
you get
there's-
paranoid a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit.
you're looking over your shoulder like, I don't like going through big cities. Like New York City's alright, but I'm still like looking over my shoulder all the time. Even like there's some sketchy areas around where I live, and I'm like,
I've never really been in like the cities, but like I've definitely just gotten accustomed to just walking around like a huge like city town kind of thing. I guess I've just always been a solitary kind of person where it's like I like walking around, just not really doing much of anything else. Just
oh, walking
taking in the
is
scenery.
good. You just gotta be careful in some places where you go. Now we're talking about
yeah,
Dead
definitely.
Now we're talking about Dead Space before. This is straight Dead Space right
Here
here.
we go. I lifted it up high.
Ah, ah.
Oh, I guess
Creepy.
everything's okay.
Ew! Ew!
Oh.
Ew!
You bastard! You
Yup.
bastard!
Those
God,
sounds,
your screams are so good.
they were really good. And the squishy sounds that just added to it, I'm like, this is disgusting, and I love it.
You know, it reminds me of this this thing that I did for okay, so we all know about Doki Doki Literature Club, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I for one of the anniversaries I made like a fan album of it, and it was basically recounting the entire game. So then I get to Yuri Act 2, right? At the very end, where like I repeat the chorus because I'm a repetitive son of a bitch. I looked up cutting meat sounds on YouTube,
Oh no.
and throughout the chorus, I'm just like trying to find creative ways to make it as uncomfortable as possible.
You can find just about anything on YouTube nowadays, and it boggles my mind. It's like you can
Oh, yeah,
find like
definitely.
the most obscure sound effect, like a pin dropping on a plate. It's there. That's just a random example, but you can find
Well-
anything on YouTube. It's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
the
that
thing is-
squishy meat sound kind of sounded like if someone put their hands in a meat bowl and was just squiggling their fingers around in it.
Little teddy bear. They're so cute.
Oh my god, it should have had blood on it.
Yeah, but he wasn't
Just a
carrying
little
the
bit.
teddy bear with him because it's still at his
Oh,
house.
Dang.
That would be
the stolen
really messed-
innocence.
That would be really messed up. It's like I'm gonna murder this guy, and by the way, I need this teddy bear that I won for his girlfriend.
Like the teddy bear with blood on his symbolism for like the line that he had yet to cross until now.
It's like I didn't think of doing that, but I'm like, well, he said he was gonna keep it in his bag at his house until he was ready to give it to her. So I'm like, there's really no reason for him to be carrying it.
What a guy! What a guy that Genji.
What a Chad.
No one wants to be the Virgin Show, but they want to be the Chad Genji.
What a Chad!
But actually, yeah, Show did stay Virgin, and Genji did become a Chad for like 2 seconds.
For like 2 seconds, yeah.
Whenever I have dreams where like I murder people, I get so paranoid over the fact that someone's gonna find out. It's terrible. It's a terrible feeling. That's why I would never ever murder
When
someone.
you get dreams of murder, that's the only reason why you would murder.
You have dreams where you murder people? I just have dreams where sad shit happens to me all the time.
What? I thought everyone had the. Never mind. I had one where like I hid the body in like a freezer, and then I was super paranoid that people were gonna walk into the freezer and see it. And I was like just constantly standing out guard in front of the freezer with my whole body like nothing's wrong, nothing's behind me. Don't go in here.
It's like, yo, I
Like,
gotta
it
get
was-
some steaks out of this freezer. Like, what do you want to go in there for? You don't need to go in there. There's nothing for you back there.
I'll get your steaks. I'll get you your steak.
Hey, it's like you're not even being friendly at that point. You're just staring at him like, I'll get your steaks. Hey, are you okay? Something wrong? I'll get your steaks.
I come back out with some blood on me and some fresh meat that's not even frozen. He's like, oh, that's pretty fresh.
That's a pretty
Like,
fresh.
Yeah.
Man.
Just leave.
Just take it and go.
Oh god.
It's like freaking Mrs. Lovett's meat pies from Sweetie Todd.
Oh, that was such a good movie.
I actually saw that very recently for the first time.
The original Broadway play with Angela Lansbury as Mrs. Lovett, that one's really good.
Oh, you're okay.
Casual
I was getting
outfit.
worried
I
about
love her
you.
casual
Hey.
outfits.
I haven't seen you at
I wear
school
sweatshirts.
lately.
Or not sweatshirts. Well, you know, yeah, pretty much that. Like, all the time. So cozy.
To eagle-eyed viewers,
I was going to call you
she's
because
wearing her
I
choker
didn't
now,
see the
but when
news
Genji was
said
having
you
those
stopped by.
creepy sex fantasies, she was also
You
wearing a
know.
choker. So,
Uh-huh.
To leave a
one
girl
could
out in the
assume
cold
that
Yeah.
those thoughts were put into his head by her.
Ooh.
So it's because like someone might assume like, well, he didn't know that she was wearing a choker, so why is he dreaming of her wearing
That's when
one?
you got
It's
here.
because she
It's
put that
pretty
into his
simple,
head.
But I like it.
Sorry to make you so worried.
Such a her
That's
thing
her-
to do.
That's her special. That's her special
Must be cold.
arrow
Food
choker.
poisoning?
It's like
She sends mental nudes.
It's like the. It's like
Mental
the. It's like
loose.
the. It's like the harem glasses from Blaze Blue, but like that.
Well, I didn't call you.
but man, those
It's no big deal.
mental
I wouldn't
nudes
want you
that
to
you
catch my
didn't
cold. Hey, Lily.
to drive a man to commit murder.
Unsolicited.
Unsolicited.
Unsolicited mental nude.
Remember?
It's like, madam, please, I'm trying to be a good Christian
You
boy.
mind
Don't
that
send me
I wrote
those.
this, do you?
Back in my day, we didn't have pornographs.
I wonder how how is Show enjoying that old rascal?
Don't mind me. But hey,
Oh yeah,
look what I got for you.
What's that?
this is funny.
Ta-da! 100% grade A lily cake. It's all yours. Go ahead. Take
Okay,
it.
No, I'm gonna pause it right there because as I wrote this, there's a bit of dialogue that I cut out for this. It goes, I got 100% grade A lily cake, and then she says it's scientifically designed to cure colds, and then Genji's like, oh really? That's quite something, and then in Maganda's voice lines, she said as an aside, I didn't even know he was sick, so how did I know that this was for curing colds?
Nah.
So then I'm
I
like,
said it in her voice too.
yup. So then I'm like, oh, she has a point. So then I'm like,
Just some quick editing.
so then I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? Do I like re-edit this scene in the visual novel engine? What do I do? And then I'm like, wait a minute. She says, go ahead and take it after this exchange. I could just cut it there. I don't have to do anything else. Perfect. But I hate those oversights where I'm like, oh, this is a really cute exchange. It's showing how even more how charming and cute she is. But then it's like, oh, it doesn't make sense because how would she know that he was quote unquote sick? I guess it could be argued.
I should have caught that.
It's fine. I mean, it could be argued that yeah, she's stalking and spying on him, but at the same time,
Genji
like,
was subtweeting about show.
subtweeting.
I'm over
It
here
could've
being
been.
sick, and my friend's show is
He practice was murder on him. He needs a lot of time to rest up.
You could have passed it off too of like she doing like because you're sick, and then mentally he'll be like, how did she know I was sick or something like that.
I was thinking of doing that, but since later on in the scene where he's like, hey, wait a minute, how come she sounds so experienced? I didn't want to, do the same thing twice.
Yeah,
You really didn't hear
I
about
can't stop looking at her.
What?
Yeah, it's the way that it's because of that shirt.
Yeah, I'm so glad you can layer it.
Yep.
Somebody was walking
Oh yeah,
around
then she's got the
part of
spooky
the
eyes
city.
again.
They were passing
Spoopy.
by an abandoned building
Too
with
spooky
man.
for me.
blood. They
But
were
it's
right
like I like her
behind
school outfit, but then I just really like all the not crazy, but I love all the stylish casual outfits she has. This is my favorite one. Besides the well, it's actually your outfit, Maganda. That's the
Yeah.
the plaid one.
You don't know
The
how badly I
curtains
wish
of
we could
black.
edit more clothes so I can just have her dressed just like me. We're limited by our outfits, but
Yeah,
oh, it's so
but
fun.
we make do. I think she looks awesome.
She does.
Yeah.
I like her.
She's pretty.
I guess when I do character design, I basically just go into my closet and be like, okay, what do I wear that this person would wear?
I'm gonna ask you a
And just start slapping it together.
question. I want you to
Mhm.
tell me the truth,
A lot of vests,
okay?
even though I don't even work out, so it's like, what am I showing off?
Show it in his practice class.
Vests can show off a lot more than just guns. Just saying. They're very classy.
Practice.
Like
I
Matt
mean-
Mercer wears vests all the time.
Oh yeah.
You'd be the last
Yeah,
one
but
to
like,
see him.
I don't know,
You see anything suspicious?
I just wanted to look like a character from The World Ends With You, okay? I just wanted to look cool.
My vest makes me look smart.
It attracts all the ladies.
My vest brings all the ladies to the yard.
They're like,
I
it's
pop my
better than
back.
yours.
I get a plus 15 confidence stat boost.
Yep, there you go.
Roll for charisma.
Man, there was
I am a
there was-
bard.
there
I
was
would
a-
ace that roll.
There was a show back in the day at G4 called Code Monkeys, and they had an episode.
I love Code Monkeys.
Oh, I love Code Monkeys. There was that episode with Todd. He goes to see Gary Gygax, the guy who invented Dungeons and Dragons, and then he's like, Gary Gygax, I need 20 points of sexual stamina, and then Gary Gygax is like, that is not a part of Dungeons and Dragons. But Gary Gygax, I brought you Molly Ringwald.
Back of that building.
Oh man, I still remember the full episode for a cock goblin.
Yeah.
That was such a good show. I'm so sad they don't make that anymore.
Code
I
Monkeys was
need to
so
be able to
good.
like find it. Like I feel like I missed out on something completely like revolutionary to
Oh.
like what that era was.
You also have to like rewatch it multiple times because there's small things that you won't pay attention to, like because the bottom of the screen is like a menu bar basically, and it
is.
changes constantly. It's so good.
They made it in the style like River City Ransom with the sprites, but it's so great. If you're into like games and nerd culture, it was just so good. Oh yeah, and then
Yeah.
Lily's eyes with that delivery is just good.
You killed him, didn't you?
Like she doesn't want to believe it's true, but it is true. And she
She's
just
in the
wants
room with a killer.
and she just wants a straight answer out of
I
him.
won't tell me. I swear I won't. I just want to hear it from your own mouth. Genji, did you kill Sho?
No, I didn't. You can't prove it. but Genji, I saw you do it. Yeah, but you can't prove it.
But I have my cell phone right here.
I recorded the full thing, and it's on YouTube, and the police are right outside the door. I have a
Did you do
wire.
it?
I remember recording this in like, I recorded this in sections,
Yeah, you
but
did.
then it was like each section had to be like, okay, I need to do this in like 4 different modes.
I noticed that, and I spliced like all of those deliveries together into one take. It came out so great.
Nice.
That's what I like
Maybe
about
one day-
multiple stuff. I just splice everything together.
Maybe one day we should do like a run through live so we can like react to each other
Oh, that would
and
be
then
good.
like and then go and record so that way we have the feeling in our hearts.
Oh, that would be sick.
No.
I
You know what?
mean,
Yeah.
we could try that for like episode 3.
Stand around and let you suffer.
Yeah.
If you wanna
Depends
call
on
the
if I
cops,
like,
go ahead.
you know,
deserve it.
pop up again.
That piece of trash can't hurt you anymore. I did all of that for you.
For me?
Aw, you should have.
Your voice is so good.
You guys played off of each other so well without even realizing it.
Sheesh. I haven't really seriously voice acted in like years, so
Okay,
it's news to me that I can actually still do that.
I'll be the one to protect you now.
It's like, I think this is my first series. Well, I know it's one of my first original projects that I've shown to the world, but I think
Well, yeah.
it's my first drama
Saved me.
kind of thing. Because most of the
Well,
stuff I do is comedy, so it's just a breath of fresh air to do something serious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It
crying
can still be comedy in some ways, just
Oh, yeah.
really dark comedy.
Oh yeah, I mean at the start they had some humor with like the gamer jokes,
Giving
and
my
then
life back.
bam,
I owe you so much. Genji,
don't do it,
could you look at
don't
me?
do it,
Ooh,
don't do it,
ooh.
don't look into the eyes.
And then the poem comes up and covers her face completely.
Oh no, you
It's
looked at her.
There's a part of me that wishes we could animate the horny bonk on her right then and there. Bonk.
It's like all those fantasies are coming true.
I won't lie, this was really funny to record.
It was what?
It was really funny to record this whole part.
Oh, I bet.
Wait, are we talking about...
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I really like you. I like you a lot.
Now that's a throwback to what she says in episode 0,
I did.
where to
Eh?
Senpai she was like, I like you a lot.
Should we?
That's kind
I
of
feel
like,
like that's her catchphrase almost.
that and I'm all yours are like her MO.
No.
That's like her catchphrase to kind of like seal the deal.
So sorry.
Nice.
That's how you
It's
know
like
you going down.
Oh yeah,
it's like Fran Madaraki with Begin the Operation.
and they all fall for it.
Forget I said anything.
All the dudes.
I'm
fall
so
for
glad that made someone laugh. Oh my god.
Come with me.
I love Frank and Fran so much.
I'm sorry. This is so inappropriate.
No, you're fine.
Not yet. It's gonna be more inappropriate later.
Oh yeah.
Want to?
Like give it like
By
give
the-
it like a minute 30 tops.
Did you show him the unedited script?
Yeah, I recorded all of it.
Yeah, he saw it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I said just in case I need it, could you do it? He's like, yeah. So then I was piecing stuff together, and I'm like,
I know it comes next.
I can't. This is too much. I
Yeah.
can't do this.
I'm in
Told
my
you.
20s. I'm legal. I'm fine.
Okay, so. Oh,
Sounds like some good puss. Kidding. You can edit that out. Please edit that out.
Yeah, good puss comes with a zipper, Maganda.
Never.
Oh, I thought it was a squishy noise for some reason.
no, it was the belt taking off noise.
I heard like denim and zippers and
Maybe better for
I don't think I have my volume turned up enough then, because I thought it sounded like mac and cheese.
Oh god.
that's what
Every
the good
time-
puss sounds like. Lamar.
Every time I make mac and cheese, I say that.
Now when I eat mac and cheese from like KFC, I'm just gonna think of you saying that, and I'm like, I don't want
Don't
this anymore.
Don't think it. When you're in the KFC eating at a table that's full of other people, just be like, "That's good puss,"
That's what the good puss
really loudly. in
And
the
then they're gonna be
rest.
like, sir, we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
That's what the good puss tastes like.
No.
Ooh.
Ugh.
You're just so
Cheesy.
Ugh. God, no.
We can talk about this because I'm a girl.
By
I'm
the-
in love with you.
By the way, everybody, we're all responsible adults.
Yes.
Yes, I am totally legal, despite me sounding like 16, 17.
It almost sounds like you're like advertising yourself.
Yep.
I'm totally legal. Oh, you did what I told you to do with the whole. I just realized that they're in the background.
Yep, there you go.
I thought it was just a picture of the food. The first time I watched it.
I paused it
Look at
again.
him.
I paused it. This part drove me nuts because I tried so many editors to get the blur effect. Because I had the censor thing all set and ready to go, but it's just the blur effect drove me nuts. I had one version.
Oh yeah, I
had,
see it.
I had one version where you could clearly tell that it was just shoddily put together. So then I went to Pixlr, and then I threw the image on there, and then I found the blur tool, and then I just messed around, and I'm like, perfect. This looks way better.
I would have just done it on Photoshop.
I don't
I'm
have
lazy like that.
I don't have Photoshop, but I got Pixlr. That's like the
What?
next best thing. But
I have Photoshop if you need me to do stuff.
oh, perfect.
He's not gonna have room for all that cake, what with the sweetness going on in the
They
background.
didn't, how about that? They didn't even touch the freaking cake.
They
I
didn't
love
even
it.
touch the cake!
I love the T-posing Teddy.
Oh yeah, he's just chilling. He's hanging out, and he's being a good teddy bear. He's not watching the stuff that's going on behind him.
But he is blushing.
my business.
Aw.
Don't be dicks.
I'm just gonna have
I
some
saw you
cake.
two in the arcade. You were
He has a lot of pipe chair models, and that worries me.
Oh, you know, he just really likes them pipe chair model kids.
What is a pipe chair?
I have no idea.
about me. Dreamy.
Ada.
Oh no.
I saw it in your eyes. All I had to do was give
I should have
I
had.
love the fact
I should
I
have had
slide
like.
from like the higher voice to the lower voice.
Oh, that was really good.
Oh, did you really believe that show hit me?
I also like
Then he tried
this
to
shot
force
because it's like
himself
half of her
on
face is in the moonlight and then the other half is in the
Nice on his
darkness.
own dime.
There's a
Full
part of me that
disclosure.
wants a slow zoom in.
Yep.
Worried about my grades.
Full disclosure, I was watching part
Almost
halfway
always
asleep.
took me aside when he hurt me. Guess what? He only wanted to help me. And he wanted you to have another friend to talk to besides
I love
himself.
listening to really creepy shit when I'm asleep.
Really.
What?
You're such an
No wonder your
idiot.
dreams are a little fucked.
Yep.
Yeah, my dreams are a little fucked because like I have like YouTube on as like background noise.
Now, aren't we?
Oh, they're close friends already.
But
So close.
You told me he hurt
so
you.
close.
He gave you bruises and he yelled at you.
Nothing
all the
could get between them. Not even a baseball bat.
Bruises
No.
anywhere on me? He wouldn't hurt
I
me.
like this. I like this one just because like you don't see her eyes, but then she's got like the little smirk on her
Didn't
face.
matter, did it?
She's doing the cat smile.
That's not even the cat smile mouth because there actually is a cat smile mouth that you could put on the character, but that's not even it.
It's true that
It's
I
still
followed
the
your
same
breath
shot
to
of when
the
she's
broken
looking down at him, but it's just a different
Not
angle.
because I wanted to kill him.
Mm.
I wanted to make sure you did, and you passed the final test. You saved me, all right. I thought I was gonna be bored out of my mind if I was stuck with him.
He's too dumb.
Show barely kissed me.
I added so many extra sounds in this.
Yep.
Show's a himbo.
Invited me over.
Himbo.
I never
Lilin
thought
doesn't do himbos.
I thought it was gonna be a huge waste of time. But you saved the day. Plus, you finally got what you've been wanting for so long. Don't deny it.
Deny what?
You wanted me all.
That's
to
angry sex.
yourself.
Duh.
I didn't.
You
This is some next level roleplay shit right here.
I knew that
We were role playing without knowing we were role playing.
Yep.
Oh god.
you wanted me, didn't you?
Making all that up.
Oh, this is my favorite line of the entire
You used to-
episode
I protected
coming up
you.
right here.
Listen to you. You're such a fucking idiot. Well, that's
I don't know why, I just
Never
loved
change.
that delivery. I'm like,
Never
this is
think you were
perfect. Like, sweet and demure girl that doesn't swear. All of a sudden, she just drops the F-bomb.
And a bit of spin to make a
Yay.
smart man dumb. I've been so hungry lately.
Oh, shit.
Here we go.
Whoa. Calm down there, dude.
Listen, I've got a thing for demons.
Get up!
You just quietly hear mac and cheese in the background.
Oh, stop with the mac and cheese. God.
Not the mac and cheese!
Tasteful text box right here. Tasteful.
Absolutely. This shot gave me nightmares just because I'm like, how do I do it? Because too much to one side shows things, too much to the other side shows things, but I'm like, alright, the text box works. It doesn't show up on the screen that long, so. I just really love the serpent eyes.
Yeah, they look so evil.
Also, this is a filter on this photo with like the hazy, kind of foggy, shiny look to it because the picture itself was alright, but it wasn't creepy enough. So any shot that has her evil eyes has that filter on it. Oh,
Come on!
There's the mac and cheese.
no, that's the bone snap. I was thinking of putting like a mac and cheese on it, but I'm like, no, that's too much.
Humans are so predictable. You make it so easy. You know, corrupting souls takes so much work. But once they get nice and evil, they're so
You gotta put the extra salt on it.
stupid boy.
A little salty. Genji was pretty salty, actually.
He was.
Genji was incredibly salty.
He was a big old can of spam.
He couldn't get a pretty girlfriend.
That's just
He got super jealous.
I got what I wanted in the end.
He had
As
a
soon as he
bad-
starts doing good, as soon as he starts doing good on the baseball field, it's like, okay, I know what I need.
Don't go anywhere, okay?
It was the last straw.
Just practicing my swings.
I don't know why your laugh coming out of her face happened in my head.
I kind of noticed it too. As soon as she started laughing.
Genji has tiny feet.
Yeah. That's how he's able
What's
to
this
run.
thing?
That's why he has issues running the bases.
Little baby feet.
You know what they say about people with small feet? They can't run that fast.
I was gonna say, you know what they say about people with big feet? They're clowns.
Well, I was thinking he runs like the bases, like you see that one Attack on Titan running with its arms out, and it's flailing.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it's
Little
exactly
baby.
like that Titan. Oh, another favorite
There
shot
she
right
go.
here. The full
There
power.
she go.
And it's still her episode 0 outfit because it was just way too perfect. It's just a different character model.
And I'm not finished yet.
I also think I spruced up her eyes a little bit too. This is a wallpaper shot right there.
Yep.
It's so good. Look at that ass.
Not what I was looking at, but alright.
The
I like it
color-
because the way the tail, like, I love the end of the tail connecting to her. It's just so good, so flawless.
It's so nice.
It gives like a good detail to like, because like the thing that I find in like and the anatomy of the tail is like you have no idea what the hell.
Ooh, look at this little future sea.
Yeah, these
Hey.
are characters that's going to show up in another episode.
Hint,
Nice.
hint. Oh, she already showed up. Like,
Yeah. I don't know who this character
Man.
is though. I've never seen her before.
it would have been so fucked up if you had a scene of her like sitting, like posing pretty like cocky right in front of a dumpster. Hey, I helped design that outfit.
You sure did.
Oh god.
Nice.
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 Oh hey, you actually put me for character design. You're so sweet.
Yay. Oh yeah, on every episode I put you as a...
I didn't even notice. I kept looking at the pictures.
I've got to work on the opening for the series. There she go!
There she go.
There she goes
off
again.
To steal more men's souls. Next episode, temptation. And temptation is an understatement.
Well, that was fun.
Alright, well thank you very much everyone for joining us on this commentary for this brand new series called Lilin. And if you guys enjoyed it, we could do more commentaries for future episodes. Because I sure as hell had a lot of fun going over these episodes, looking at the past, looking how it came
Oh
to.
yeah, definitely.
They mostly got commentary of us like, man, this video game was so cool. Man,
Pretty
my
much.
dreams had murder. Like,
That's what commentary is.
Oh yeah, it's just peeps hanging out and having a good time. Thank you so
I'm so
much.
happy.
Thank you so much everybody for tuning in. Once again, this is Maganda voices Lily, and this is Maru voices Genji. And they both stream. They have a bunch of creative things going on, and I will leave links to their channel, their YouTube channels, and their Twitch channels down below in the description. And
Hashtag Demon Chicks FT Dub.
yeah, there you go.
hashtag would not bang again.
Well, you
They cannot bang again.
Because you definitely can't, because he's freaking dead. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check everyone's creative stuff out, and also while you're here, please check out the book that I wrote. It's super scary, and it's only $7, and it's on Amazon Kindle and Apple Books.
Ads.
Cameo.
This episode is sponsored by.
This video is sponsored by myself. Oh, Dagger 100, I love that guy. That sounds that he's sponsoring his own videos, huh? Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you very soon in Lilin episode 3, coming very soon.
Hey.
Bye,
See you soon.
everybody.
Have a good one.
And cut.
Man, that mac and cheese though. Okay, now I'm cutting it.
Oh god.